and welcome to Anthony's Brick Builds, and we are back again with week 3 of building Geonosis. Our first week, we added all these plates to the bottom and outlined it in black brick and figured out how to connect these two large mills plates. Week 2, added all this brick. This took about 6 hours of us laying down brick and finding brick in my inventory, so that took a really long time putting all this brick down, but I am very happy with the result. I will be covering this all up, and that will be one of the main goals of this episode today, or this week's kind of edition. I'm not entirely sure how much I'll be able to get done, but I hope to lay down a bunch and see what I'm able to do. This is laying down a whole bunch of reddish, like dark reddish gray kind of like bricks, kind of the ones I use on the Quickie Mart right here. That's a color I'm kind of referring to whenever I say Geonosian colors, as well as kind of a paler color that I would use for some accents and some other colors throughout the build. So let me start finding some pieces, and I'll start laying them down, and I'll check in with you guys when I'm done that. Before we go on further on to this video, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to notifications button on if you have not already, and let's jump right on it and see how she looks. Alright, so this is what Geonosis looks like right now. Do have to say a lot more colorful brick, but it is slowly getting covered up. Like over here, I found a whole lot of these 2x6 tiles or plates to cover all this brick. So that is looking really nice. And since this is raised up to house this trench, it is going to kind of taper down like so. So that's going to look very nice once it's all kind of like going all the way down. So that's going to be awesome. There's going to be a pretty wide bridge, probably spanning from like around here to around here. So the vehicle is probably like, it's going to be 8 AAT lengths to go across it, so it does not get like too small that AATs cannot go on it, or a super tank I'm going to be planning on building. I did plate off this area where the droid factory main floor is going to be, and there's also going to be a reactor over here where Ahsoka blows the whole thing up. So that's going to be really cool. There's going to be a lot of stuff in this kind of like big technical monstrosity, but what I'm going to have to do is raise up all this brick up a bunch of bricks, so it will be the same height as this, so I can start putting plate on top of it. That's going to take a long time, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I kind of have a way I'm doing it over here. Just going to be putting it in between, so each brick will house 2 tiles. So there will be 2 bricks here, a 1x brick here, and a 1x brick here, just to help support it along the way. I did do some more research, and I watched the 2 episodes I'm basing this off of again. I think I've watched them 3 times since I started this, but we're going to be having the landing at Point Rain and Weapons Factory episodes we're basing this off of, like I've told you guys in previous videos, but we will be having the main droid factories here. Are pretty cool looking, kind of like canyon will be here, and then we're going to be also having the taper down slope. A mountain range will be back here as well in the back area, and that really cool barrier wall is probably going to be around here right before it starts going up. So I'm planning on putting it on an angle like probably right here, so it'll be probably raised up to about here, so that kind of cool part from landing at Point Rain can go there, as well as probably some rock work. So it's kind of like you can go hit the barrier wall, or you can go around the long way. I also have an idea to make some caves where Ki-Adi-Mundi and his flamethrower troopers come back. So that's probably gonna come up to about here is my guess, to right around here is where all that kind of cool rock work is going to go. So that is going to be pretty fun to do. I don't know if we're going to make them caves or actual caves that minifigs can walk in. We'll get to there when we get to there. I'm going to be starting probably closer to the front, then working my way back. But first, definitely going to be putting down a lot more bricks. So that is probably the end of this video, guys, where we did week 3 of building Geonosis. Just have a lot of fun stuff going right here. We have like Ahsoka right here. We will be getting like accurate minifigs, so don't worry about that sooner than later. So that's it for this video, guys. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to notifications button on if you have not already. And stay tuned for more building Geonosis episodes in the near future. I'll see you guys. Have a great rest of your day. May the Force be with you.